pretty schmick. It's you can see the little. You know, you might think that's too small to grow cannabis, but you can keep cannabis at what size you like. You know, you can actually make them bonds of plants. And if you're making it with a small plant, all the energy is going to the leaf and the flower. But see, the bigger you grow a plant, the more energy, like those big plants here, they're 30 foot tall. But all the energy is going into the stem, not into the flower. You actually want that in your leaf and your stem, in the green parts of your plant. You don't want it in the fibre because you're not growing fibre. So these are ideal because you can plant obviously lots in there and you can grow one on the top. But you can also grow all your medical herbs, a lot of the other medical herbs in there. As Trizzy was saying, there's a whole heap of herbal plants that are really good for health. So we can grow these and mix them with our oil. So yeah, like the same thing, I fill out the coconut. And the beauty of this is actually got a composting system in it, so you can put your kitchen scraps in there. It's got a worm farm in there. The worms eat the stuff, convert that to soil, and you put that back in the system. There's a little thing under there, your water goes back in and you just pour it back on. So it's the best little system I've seen, particularly for people who are living in flats and can't grow their own. And as I was saying before, that's biochar. That's actually made near Nimbin. So if you want to get some, you get that from the Hemp Embassy, and mix that in your mix. It'll make a huge difference to the growing of your plant. That there is, as Michael was saying, that's actually industrial hemp. That's how I got into this whole movement. It's got no resins, no plastics, no nothing. It's been thrown on the ground probably 300, 400, 500 times, and these people are thrown on the ground to break it. If I go like that, that's made from that. There's no resins, there's no glues, there's nothing. It's made from pure hemp and water, nothing else in there. So I'll throw that down if anyone wants to have a look at that. Hemp oil, I've had chronic back pain for 20 odd years. I had an operation about 16 or 17 years ago. I have ordinary old hemp oil, usually at least once a day, and if you keep on that, you'll find that's an amazing product just for general pain, just hemp oil. So yeah, so that's about it. And grow your own, guys. Don't wait for make your own medicine. Very simple. Just get yourself a magic butter machine. You can buy one from the Hemp Embassy. Get yourself some seeds, and if you can't afford one of those, they're a bit exy. They cost about $18 and $20 for good quality soil. Yeah.
That orange beast?
Yeah.
How do you get one of those?
You can see me. They're quite exy, about $569 or something. So, but if you're growing your own medicines, and you can. The beauty with that is you can grow other herbs and things in it as well. Yeah. Yeah. You can go to Save Your World. www.saveyourworld. So the recipe to make your own medicine is pretty simple. You need obviously the bud. You need a tablespoon of powdered turmeric, and I usually use a little bit of biochar in there, black pepper, and that's about it. Yeah, Michael.
See, that lady that came to see you yesterday, she's got some problems, hasn't she? So she can't have turmeric in her oil, can she?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
A lot of the you've got to be a bit careful, obviously, because some people can't have certain herbs. So when you're making your own medicine, just to be, if you're going to give it to somebody else, just check that they can have, they can have turmeric and things like that, because turmeric's it's an anti-inflammatory basically, and it's probably as effective, if not more effective, than cannabis as an anti-inflammatory if it's activated properly. When you activate it, it has this thing called curcumin in it, and that's you make it accessible to your body by putting black pepper with it and heating it, and that makes it more accessible to your body.
Did you say save the world?
Save your world.
Save your world.
Yeah, same as that up there. So yeah, there's my banner up there if you need to get in contact with me. Any other questions?
The turmeric, is that the dry powder or fresh?
Dry. I use dry powder just because it's simple.
Fresh stuff from the supermarket? market or?
Well, I try and get organic. You know, I mean, you can. It's quite a bit more expensive, but at least you know it's not full of chemicals.
Can you
You know.
explain the machine, the 260? How does that?
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's very, as I said, it's very simple. You put your medicine there. So I've got a little bud in there. Get your bud, and it's got 2 lines in there. So if you want to make a little bit, you fill it to the bottom line. If you want to make more, you fill it to about halfway line. Fill it. Put your bud in there. Powder of turmeric. Grind some pepper, and I use a little bit of mineral rock salt. I use as well, and top it up with oil so it's to the second line. I use it usually on about mid-temperature, so you go to your mid-temperature and push 8 hours and come back in 8 hours. What you'll have is you'll have a nice golden oil. If you use olive oil, you'll have a nice golden oil, and you'll have some sludge down the bottom. You can use that. Yeah, it's got a little grinder in it, and it grinds it up. So it heats it to the temperature that... The beauty with this, with cannabis, and the trouble with using just a stove or something like that, you can often burn it. You don't want to go with cannabis over 100 degrees. You want to try and keep it under that temperature. The same thing with cannabis. The more you heat it, the more it becomes activated, basically. So if you're getting up 180, 200 degrees, you're pretty much getting close to full activation. So if you don't want to get stoned and you're using high THC, you better keep this at a low temperature, so, you know, the first or second temperature. If you want to get stoned, just increase the temperature, basically, and you'll get more stoned. Yeah. Yeah.
I think the best thing about that is you can put it on, go to sleep.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
Sorry?
You can't do a smaller amount, I've noticed with that. Like if you wanted to do some butter, you've got to do a minimum of 500.
Yeah.
Butter because you've got that minimum level.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I suppose
Yeah.
it's not that many people that want really small amounts, is there?
No.
You gotta do it, you know.
Look, I always use it as massage oil. I find it really amazing. Like, I've got pain, so I just rub it on. I've got hernia at the moment, so I've been putting on my hernia, which is quite painful, and it's pretty amazing. It's, you know, the pain goes, and yeah. So whether it treats cancer or not, I can't say, because but I do know it's really good for pain, and mine is mostly CBD, because I don't have access to THC, but I just do CBD stuff. So it's my sort of thing in life. But yeah, look, I think the trick is just to grow it in really, you know, good soil, and use organic material where you can, and make your own. The more people that may, and tell other people how to do it, you know, educate other people. That's the whole thing, because the more people that make their own, the more the government has trouble with suppressing it. And, you know, we've lived with 100 years of lies about cannabis, and the more the truth gets out, the more they can't keep their lies up, you know, because it's based lies and propaganda, the whole thing, really. So, any other questions?
Is it just the bud you put in there? You don't put the leaves?
The leaf is actually really good for juice. So you use 3 leaves in, I use carrot, celery, turmeric, ginger, and about 3 or 4 leaves. Smoothies are better than juices, just because you get the fibre, but I find it hard going, to be honest. Trying to get it down. But yeah, juices are nearly as good. But yeah, look, obviously if you're doing juices, you're going to get a lot more fibre, and it's going to be, if you've got, you know,
Dried, not fresh though.
yeah. So, you know, if you can handle it, to go smoothies. If you can't, go juices. Yep. No questions? Right, cool. Well, I'll see Michael, and we'll introduce the next speaker. Thank you.